What your reaction was when you found out if Fatone was going to be starting?
I keep saying it. I'm here to do whatever I can to help the team win. And whenever I found that out, I was, as a competitor, you want to play, but my mindset had to shift, and I had to approach it a little bit differently to, say, hey, what can I do from this position in order to help the team.
What about when you see your head coach tweet out that he flew out to Washington State the day of the game to see quarterback presumably be competing with next year?
Oh, I didn't even know that happened. I kind of deleted all my social media off my phone, I guess at the beginning of the year, just to kind of block everything out. So, but it is what it is.
You haven't met Jacob Eason. You've heard of him. You have met him?
I hosted him actually on one of his visits.
What's your thoughts? Obviously a lot of expectation for a young guy. You've dealt with expectations before. Expectation and reality can be quite a chasm between them.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Met him and his father. He's a great dude. Hung out with him the whole time, and looking forward to having him here.
Did the two of you have to both duck under the same?
Yeah, but around here everything's made a little bit bigger. So.
What do you, clearly you guys have made a choice to be more deliberate, huddle up, slow it down a little bit. How do you like that pace? I thought I remembered you coming, you liked high, quick tempo, but
I love the tempo. It was new to me. Huddling was what we did in Virginia, actually. So moving back and shifting back to that is a pretty easy transition. It just kind of allows us to communicate a little bit better. Communicate whether it's the play or shifts and motions. There is nobody. Nobody can't not see a signal and blame something on that. We're all in the huddle and communicating that way. It also allows us to kind of change the cadence up, so the defense can't just time it up.
Isaiah McKenzie was a huge part of the game plan this past week, and he's so small and he's so different than just about everybody out there. Can you just kind of talk about what it's like watching him run around and do what he does?
Yeah, yes, he's very small, and it's kind of funny seeing him out there with his big old helmet on and his little body. But when you see him running, you understand why he's out there. Every time the ball's in his hands, he can make a play, and so that's why we try to get him out in space and allow him to do what he does. It's fun to watch. You
guys had any laughs about you kind of wiping him out on the celebration?
Yeah,
Saturday.
I picked him up and he said I threw him too far. His feet were kind of. But yeah, it was fun.
You took a couple shots downfield with Malcolm the other day. I'm sure in practice maybe you've hit some of those more often. Are you kind of itching to see one of those click?
Yeah, that's where the fun stuff happens whenever you're able to connect with one of those deep balls, and yeah, in practice they tend to hit a little bit more than what you saw last Saturday, but hopefully we'll be able to see it come.
What are you seeing for how Georgia Southern approaches defending the pass?
Yeah, they play a lot of man. They're going to kind of get in your face a little bit and try to stop you that way. So hopefully we can complete some of those passes against that.
How big are those types of throws for this offense? It's one that works off of play action and does rely on the run.
Yeah, it's kind of it's Georgia football, is being able to run the ball and then be able to go deep. Y'all have seen it here for many years, being able to play action and do run actions and that kind of thing, and be able to get the ball and push it downfield. So it's huge for our offense.
This is a bit of a different subject matter, but have you found Georgia remarkably different than Virginia when all the technology and stuff? I'm hearing about these the GPS stuff they put in people's shoulder pads. I don't think the quarterback's on it. The hyperbaric chamber, the cryotherapy. Do you enlist in any of that? And is it cutting edge, or is it the same way Virginia?
It's pretty cutting edge. Virginia had some cutting edge things in their own right. They were different. I think at Virginia, I got one of the first Nike prototype quarterback shirts, and I think it was me, Russell Wilson, RG3, and Kaepernick that had one. It was pretty cool. That was the case, and I was just like, all right, that's pretty neat. But But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of high-tech stuff here, a lot of you know, really cool things that help us perform at a higher level. And I'd probably say there's more here, but there were some pretty neat things in Virginia as well.
Do you use either one?
I've been in
Hyperbaric
the,
chamber or the cryotherapy?
I've been in the cryotherapy, I guess machine or chamber,
Yeah.
however that works. And,
On the regular or?
probably not on the reg. I was never a big cold tub guy, but that kind of, it's a little bit easier just because you don't have to get wet and all that kind of stuff. And it's only like 2 minutes
Yeah,
compared to like 10 in the cold tub. So.
yeah.
Any adjustments